guys? Welcome to the debate channel, and we got a new video coming for y'all today. It's gonna be: is narcissism a good thing or a bad thing? So I'm gonna be arguing that it's a good thing, or like some good stuff about it. He's gonna be arguing like why it's bad and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead, go first, man.
First of all, narcissism is something that is not okay. I just want to put that out there, that you never want to be to the point where you think and admire yourself to a level of where that is. Like, you don't want to be to that point. Like, if you, common sense tells you that you want to have empathy for other people, you want to care about other people's needs and not care about yourself, and you want to be able to, just be able to have a heart for people, not just think about yourself. I feel like if you're a narcissist, then all you think about is yourself, and that's not okay. And probably one of the worst character traits that I probably have ever heard of, because it not only does it make you look bad, but if you actually are a true narcissist, then you are a bad person.
That is so untrue. That's like, so I'm gonna comment on some of the things you said. So narcissism is basically self-appreciation, self-love, that kind of thing, which
self-admiration, yeah.
Right. So I feel like that can be used in a good way. Some people they have the opposite of that, and they hate themselves, and there is some narcissism that is good. Now I agree with you. There is a point. There's a spectrum. There's a point where you get so far that you're crazy. You just
that's
you think you're all it. But there is a healthy narcissism. There is a point of narcissism that's healthy.
No.
Yes, there is. So presidents, people that are in power, people that are in presidents, and people that are in high positions, they have shown to have more narcissistic traits. But that's because they have to be. They have to be able to lead. And so that's not all bad. There's never all bad in something. There's always some good you can be able to find in something.
But to admire yourself to that point is just not good.
Well, to what point? That's where the argument comes in. To what point? Because you're saying narcissism is bad. I'm saying there is a point where it is good. Like sometimes being narcissist is a good thing.
As far as percentages go, I would say a good 30% is where you want to be.
I would say high. I would say 50%.
No,
I would say 50%.
That's not okay.
No, because I think 60% or something like that is where presidents are at. So I would say just below that, maybe.
Well, see, we actually went ahead and took a narcissist test.
Yeah,
and he was at 100%.
I was at like 60. I think I was at 50% or 60.
I was
at 60%.
I was at 30%.
So, but I'm not crazy. So obviously, it's not.
There's some people that were really high though.
I think there were some people who took the test with us that scored, extreme ranges. But I mean, we need those people too to kind of keep everybody, because maybe they will run for president one day. Who knows? We have to have those people who are natural born leaders, who have self-confidence.
Being a leader doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be a narcissist.
Most managers and people you will find, they land higher on the narcissistic spectrum.
Not really, because a good leader defines if you are a good follower. Because if you're a good follower, then you know how to be a good leader.
That's
because you understand what it takes.
That's what you want.
Because you understand what it takes as a follower. You know how it is to be a follower. So therefore, you know what it's like to be a follower when you're a leader.
Right, but if we're going to be, that's the ideal.
But that has nothing
realistically,
to do with
but people.
Some followers can be narcissists.
Oh, explain.
Into themselves to the point where, other things in life don't really mean as much. Is not really okay.
I guess my whole point is that there's like a scale. Now, if somebody's at like 80-90% narcissism, then they probably have something going on. There might be killers, psychopaths. That's where they range, up in that range. But a good 60-50%, I don't see nothing wrong with that. I really don't. I think that that's healthy. Too many people nowadays are committing suicide and putting themselves down and stuff like that. Like,
but 99% of the time, they could be narcissistic.
The suicide rate is like the highest it's ever been. Bro.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, how do you know that
people could use a little bit of boost in self-confidence?
How do you know people are committing suicide because of low self-confidence?
If you're killing yourself, you're basically saying I don't deserve life. I'm not worth living.
That isn't necessarily why people can kill themselves because they feel like they can get back at somebody for treating them a certain way, and and they could be like, you know what, I'm about to do this because people, once I do this, then people will appreciate me, will have appreciated me more after the fact. Than
they're dead, so how are they gonna know?
I feel like it's kind of selfish.
I feel like that's a low.
Therefore, kind of narcissistic.
That's the low percentage, though.
But
I'd say like 3% of people commit suicide.
We're not sitting here saying like people that commit suicide are not. We're not saying any of that stuff. Like,
no, that's not what we're saying at all. I'm arguing that.
But we're saying that there's more to the picture than meets the eye. Like,
you're saying a really low percentage of people.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, like,
how many people kill themselves to get back at somebody? I don't know that percent.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, 99% of the time, if you commit suicide, if you really truly care about yourself, you wouldn't do that.
Right. So I'm saying that if people were more narcissists, there would be maybe the suicide rate wouldn't be as high. But people beat themselves up so much, and people are so down on themselves that they don't really care. They don't value their life at all. They go to drugs. They do all kinds of stuff because they just don't care about their life at all.
Yeah, but after a certain point, what if they are doing that to cause pleasure to their lives? Like, for instance, getting to this point in life because of bad decisions that they make.
So you think that people commit suicide because they...
No, okay, so now you're making me look bad.
No, I'm just asking a question. I was asking a question. Just asking a question.
All I'm saying is, people... This is not like statistics and not anything I've researched, but you can't sit there and say that somebody is down on themselves, and I'm sure that for the most part, people that commit suicide are at a low point in life and they don't have much self-confidence. But there's sometimes where people can commit suicide when they actually are at a place where they have, I don't really know the word for it, but they have looked at themselves at a certain way their whole life, and they have been that way, narcissistic, and they're to the point where they feel like they don't really.
So you're more of like a selfish, like I could care less type thing.
Because I don't know, man. I don't know how people are, but you know what I'm trying to say.
So, alright, but, okay, I guess at the close, because, we're going on.
I'm not saying that people that commit suicide do that, because I know I'm going to get hashed out in the comments because of this, but I'm just saying that you can't sit there and judge somebody on how that all went down, because at the end of the day, if you are contemplating doing that, then you really do need to seek help, and you need to it's really not a good
anybody out there about to like jump off a cliff,
like, we're not playing around right now. We're not playing right now. Like, that's not something that you play around with, but
yeah, back to the narcissism thing. Like, I feel like if people have more self-confidence nowadays, there would be less suicides and stuff like that. So, and I guess what you're saying is narcissist. I think narcissist for you. I think narcissists, because all the serial killers score really high on the narcissist test. So maybe if we didn't have narcissism, there wouldn't be as much mass shootings and things like that. But I don't know, that's something else to look. I think that we're getting into dicey areas right there too.
Because I feel like people are going to start getting mad and start getting upset because I don't know.
It's touchy. Anyways, guys, that's what we got for you today. Let us know in the comments what you want us to debate next. Like, comment, subscribe. We're going to be trying to post at least one video a week, maybe more if I can squeeze it out of them. But that's all we got. That's all we got for today, guys. We'll see you.